Camo, what you doing? What you doing? Where you going? You're just having a good time being out, huh? Do you love getting out? Huh? Do you love being out and exploring? Do you love it? Oh, look at those colors flaring. He's feeling something for sure. I don't know if it's love, though.
Hey everybody, happy Valentine's Day. I thought today would be a great opportunity to have the first of the planned conversations that I had come up with. And so today, being Valentine's Day, I thought it'd be a great day to talk about reptile and snake emotions, not just love, but with a little focus on love. So back in the 70s, even like late 70s, early 80s, they started doing studies on animals and emotions. Before that, we just kind of assumed that all these animals, they weren't capable of feelings. We quickly came to realize when we started doing the studies that animals do have emotions. And we know that naturally that they do. Simple basic emotions like fear is a safety mechanism. All animals have fear. And that's just for their own protection. But what about higher emotions, especially more complex emotions like bonding, feelings of friendship, love? So one of the first studies that was done was back in, like I said, late 70s, early 80s, and they did studies on cows. And what they came to realize was that cows actually form very strong bonds with each other. And you see that with other animals, they'll co-groom, rats will groom each other. Cows do form very strong bonds, even to the point where if a cow passes away, they can be observed crying. Other examples of animal emotions, back in 2010, they looked at dogs, and they showed through lab work, through blood labs, that dogs release oxytocin, especially around the presence of their humans. So oxytocin, what it is a hormone that is produced by a brain, and that is the hormone that is very implicated with strong bonds and with love. So dogs do experience love, and I think everybody who has a dog knows that they adore their owners, assuming that the owners are taking good care of them. They adore owners. They find people that they absolutely love. Our own dog loves my father-in-law much, much more than she loves us. Whenever he shows up, she is all about him, and it's adorable. But she definitely has a strong bond with him, and would be heartbroken probably to never see him again. Other animals that we thought weren't capable of emotions were elephants. And now we know elephants are extremely intelligent. They have routes that they take, and they teach their family members these routes. But of course, they form extremely strong bonds with each other as well. And they have been observed using things like touch and vocalizations to not only communicate with their herd mates, but also to comfort each other. If one's upset, they will touch their other herd members to try to give them that comfort that they need, probably through the release of oxytocin. Other animals that experience higher emotions, octopuses. They found back in 2021, so this is very recent, 2021, in the UK, octopuses became recognized as sentient beings, so capable of higher level thinking. They found that they experience pain, they experience pleasure, and a depth of emotions, and they're very intelligent too. These octopuses that are held in captivity, they actually form bonds with their keepers. So again, 2021, UK says these are higher level beings that are capable of intelligence, capable of emotions, and capable of love. So that kind of brings us up to reptiles and snakes in particular. So often we find it kind of goes in waves that people have conversations like this in chat forums on Facebook, and there's a lot of debate about whether or not snakes are capable of experiencing love. The common train of thought, and you're going to hear that from a lot of breeders, is no, they're not capable of experiencing love. The reason why it's seen this way is because the brain, which is, like the whole activity center for your body, brains that have higher levels of connections between neurons are the ones that are going to have higher level beings. They are capable of higher level thoughts. They are capable of experiencing more emotions than just fear. So, as an anecdote, I'd like to kind of challenge that thought process. And the reason why is, anecdotally, you hear people saying that their snakes love them, that they love to be held, that they actually show that they want to come out and, they want to be held. One of the activities that snakes do, and pretty much all my snakes do it too, is window surfing. People who, especially if they have one snake, may misinterpret window surfing as, hey, I want out. Yes, they want out. Nobody wants to be put in a box, small box for their entire lives. They want out. They naturally want to be out in the wild, free. But, there are pets, there are responsibilities, and to keep them safe, we keep them in these boxes. But again, the misinterpretation is, well, when I walk by, they start window surfing. They really, enjoy being held. They want to be with me. Is that necessarily true? I'm not sure. Breeders will tell you, no, they really don't. They don't want to be held. They don't actually have that desire, and they're not experiencing love, that they are in love with you. From my own personal anecdote, I actually have Petey. When I went to go feed her, and I may even have it on video somewhere, but when I went to go feed her one day, she missed and got me instead. And I swear to you, for 3 days after that, she stayed in one place, didn't move, just kind of looked like she was sulking, like she felt bad that she had bit me. It was an unusual behavior for her, and so my interpretation, thanks for putting your finger in the way, my interpretation is that, maybe she actually did recognize that she almost bit me instead of getting the mouse, and she felt guilty. Are they capable of feeling guilty? I don't know. I doubt it, because they're just going off of instincts. Instincts, however, we used to associate the reptilian brain, it's very basic, primeval kind of brain, that they only act on instincts. And I would say it's pretty safe to say that that's not true. And we'll talk about it another day, but some of the snakes actually work together to hunt. Some snakes are incredibly intelligent. Rogel is one of the more higher intelligent snakes, especially the highest one we have right now in our collection. But his species is higher intelligence. And back in the day, again, we were taught in school that reptilian brains are very instinctual and very basic. Now, we know this is not true. We've learned since then that, again, these animals do have levels of intelligence, and they're not all the same when it comes to how intelligent they are. And because of that, I think we need to challenge, as a hobby, we need to challenge the thought process of they're not capable of feeling emotions. Again, they feel fear at the very basic level. But if we sit here and pretend that we know everything that there is to know about them, they're not capable of feeling love, I think we do a disservice to the animals, that we may not necessarily treat them a little bit more kindly, showing them that love and compassion that we would say, our bugs aren't capable of feeling emotions. They're not capable of having intelligence. We're going to talk about that on another session as well. But we may not treat them the same as we would our cats and our dogs. And I think we need, like I said, I think we need to challenge that thought process of animals snakes, bearded dragons, whatever you have as a reptile, that they're not capable of feeling love. Because if they are, then it's, again, a disservice just to kind of let them live their existence in their little homes, and not give them that warmth, and maybe try to create bonds that we would do otherwise. So that's my opinions and some of the facts behind animal feelings and their abilities to feel love, and why I choose to, even if it's not correct, and you guys can flame me, you can, whatever, for saying it, I think they may be capable of love, and I would think we need to treat them as if they are capable of feeling love. And that's all I have. Thank you for listening. I want everybody to chime in, tell us what your thoughts are on whether or not reptiles are capable of feeling love. Please don't attack each other. That's not what we're here about. It's just a discussion we want to have with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be kind to yourself and be kind to your animals. Thank you.